Hi everyone, Alan with Rigoletto Music here. It's a beautiful snowy day in Lambertville, New Jersey, so I thought I'd spend some of the time inside working on some of my guitar videos for all of you. Learning an instrument can be very difficult at first. You have a lot of new motor skills you have to develop, and you also have to learn how to decipher a completely new written language if you haven't learned musical notation before. The thing is, you're putting so much time into this, and the main reason why you're learning how to play the guitar in the first place is you want to have fun. Let's take a look at some really essential things that you can do to make sure you're having fun on the guitar while you're learning how to play. Number 1, take guitar lessons. Now, I may be very biased about this since I'm a guitar teacher, but it is absolutely crucial to your ability to enjoy your playing to take lessons with a private teacher. The teacher will be able to show you a routine and a path so you can very efficiently get to the point where you really know your way around the instrument. There are so many incredible resources online, such as YouTube, forums, and websites with guitar tabs that can help you out. But the thing is, there is so much information that it might become a bit overwhelming, and you might find that you are getting overloaded very quickly before you're starting to have fun on the guitar. The guitar teacher will tell you the right things to work on and what you need to work on that's personalized for you. In doing this, you'll be able to sort out what you like to play and eventually start to play music really well and have a great time doing it. Wow. Number 2, practice. We hear the same thing time and time again. Practice, practice, practice. The thing is, learning how to practice is just as much of a skill as learning how to play the guitar. If you're not having fun while you're practicing, it might be because you don't really know how to practice efficiently yet. The more time you spend practicing, the more time you figure out what you enjoy in your practice sessions. This becomes something that you improve on, and eventually your practice sessions will be a part of your day that you really look forward to. Number 3, listen to music. Whenever I have a first lesson with a new student, I always ask them what kind of music they like to listen to. Sometimes they'll have a very distinct type of music that they like to listen to. But I get a lot of answers that are, I don't really listen to music, or I listen to a lot of music, but the guitar isn't really a prominent instrument in the music I listen to. Now, all of these responses are perfectly acceptable responses. But let's think about the response of, I don't actually listen to music. When you go through your everyday life, you hear so much music that's happening all around you. You hear music in movies, TV shows, video games. You also hear music at the store and in the car. There are also tons of other examples that I'm not mentioning. The thing is, when you're hearing this music, you might not be considering it listening to music. Now, why would you think that? The main thing is because when you consider yourself to be listening to music, you're saying, I am putting on an album of this particular band, and I'm hearing what they're playing. I'm registering the titles of the songs, names of the musicians maybe. It's a completely different experience. But the thing is, when you watch a movie and the music that's in the movie elicits a certain response from you, then you are in fact listening to music. One really good way to start to understand this is start to really understand when you're hearing music and consider the fact that you are in fact listening to music at that point in time. This way, you'll start to find out what kinds of music you really respond to more than other types of music. If you really like the intense music that you hear in an action movie, then perhaps you are really drawn towards intense music. Now that you're starting to learn the guitar, you can start to listen to the guitar in different types of music. There are so many incredible types of music all over the world that feature the guitar. So when you're listening for the instrument and not just for the fact that you like the type of music you're hearing, you can start to open up your mind to new genres of music. You never know. Through your guitar studies, you might actually find a genre of music that you never knew existed that you really, really enjoy. Number 4, Go to see live music. There really is nothing more inspiring than going out and seeing music being performed live. It really is taking listening to music to the next level. You get to see how the instruments played in person. You get to see the other instruments that are on the stage, the equipment that the musicians are using. It's also great to see how the musicians interact, and you also get to be part of the energy of a live audience. The great thing about going to see live music is you don't have to spend large amounts of money on going to see stadium concerts and shows at huge concert halls, while these shows are always a great experience. There is live music happening all the time in your community. You can find live music at restaurants, bars, smaller local venues. You can even see live music performed on the street. Nowadays, with social media, it's really easy to keep track of where these performances are happening around you. You can also start to get in with the community by going to these shows, and you'll start to find natural ways that work within your community for finding out about when live music is happening. In addition to going to see live music in person, you can find an incredible amount of live concert videos on the internet. There are videos of full concerts from performances from a long time ago with performers who don't perform anymore. You can also find video of concerts that you wanted to go to but didn't get a chance to make it out to. Number 5. Learn the music you want to. One of the best ways to succeed at learning an instrument is to have a concrete goal. This can be having a favorite type of music or group of songs that you really want to learn. Starting off with playing on the guitar probably means that you're not going to be able to play this type of music right away. You're going to have to practice lots of fundamentals and basic guitar skills to gain some knowledge of the guitar before you start learning this type of music. But in the meantime, it really helps to study the music and also look up videos of it being performed. You could also check out the music and look at tutorials to see exactly what techniques you need to know to learn how to play this. While you don't want to get ahead of yourself, it's good to just be curious and see what you need to do to play this type of music. If you're taking guitar lessons, make sure you're open with your guitar teacher about the music you want to learn so they can choose the right track for you to be able to give you the right skills to be able to learn that type of music. Number 6. Play music with others. I can't emphasize this one enough. There is no better way to hone in on your skills while having fun playing the guitar than playing music with other people. You can find family or friends to play with, or you can go out and meet new people to play music with. This is a great way to start to find out who in your community is playing music on your level or maybe a little bit above your level. There are many different ways to find people in your community that you can play music with. One great way is to post a flyer around town on community boards. There are also many events that you can go to that are for musicians to meet other musicians. These can be open mic nights, jam sessions, meetups, or just special community events. This is a great opportunity to perform, maybe do some jamming with other musicians, and meet like-minded musicians who want to play the same kind of music you'd like to play. These people don't have to play guitar or a rock band instrument. They can play any instrument. If you have a musical connection with that person, then there's definitely a way to make that work so you can have fun making music with them. Number 7. Perform. Performing can be really scary at first. It can actually be really scary for a long while after that. But when you're working towards a performance, this helps you to work harder to master the material that you're working on. You'll find that after you're done with the performance, even though it might have been a little scary, you have a much better understanding of the music you're playing. And because of that, you're going to have more fun doing it. When you get more comfortable with performance, it can be the most fun of all, especially when you're playing with other musicians. The thing is, when you're on that stage and you're feeling the energy of the crowd, there really is no other feeling like it. For me, honestly, it's one of the main reasons why I keep being a musician, because I just strive for that feeling when I'm performing. Sometimes performance opportunities can be tricky to come by. A great place to start is asking your guitar teacher if the music shop or studio that they teach at has a recital coming up soon. It might take a lot of guts to say, yes, I'd love to perform at that recital, but the benefits you'll get from preparing for that recital will be excellent. Performing at open mic nights can also be a great way to get practice performances in. You'll find that the people that show up for open mic nights are generally very supportive, and you might find that you get really good feedback on the music that you just played. There's also a great way to meet new people and to tap into the music community in your town. Number 8, YouTube and other forms of social media. Uploading videos of yourself playing to YouTube and other forms of social media is a great way to get performance in without even having to leave the house. The thing is, in order to get a high quality video, you're going to want to have a high quality performance. This means that when you're practicing, you'll be hyper aware of everything you're doing so that your videos will come out excellent. This means you're going to get really focused, really excellent practice. In doing so, you'll learn how to practice better, and like I said earlier, learning how to practice better means you'll have more fun. There are also a lot of really talented musicians who are uploading videos to YouTube all the time. In uploading your own videos, you'll be tapping into this community, and you'll get to network and connect with these musicians who are already up there on YouTube. For more tips on learning how to play the guitar, please subscribe to my channel, Rigoletto Music. I also have a blog at www.rigolettomusic.com.